Harris Speedway, the Devin family tribute with the Kegel Racing Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaw Lake models, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Point leader, the dark horse Dale Timms, comes home with his second win of the season. And ironically, what's funny is the guy you were battling for the lead at Livonia with, you guys ended up running first and second tonight. And now you're first and second in the points the way it looks, I think, because it wasn't but 3 points separating Kenny and Brian coming in, and Brian had a good night, finishing second, and he was able to, I think, gave a few points there on that and go to second. But anyway, a good run, and like we talked about earlier down there, you finally conquered the beast because here at Harris, because it just hasn't, I wouldn't say not your cup of tea, but just never had any, just had mad misfortunes here over the years. So now finally you're able to win it and win your second one of the season. So at this point in the season, how good does that feel?
It's pretty good. Like I said, I've never won here. Kind of let Tommy turn the wrenches on it. 90% of it right there. He's always had Michael fast up here, so just kind of let him take over. And Mark's been helping us a ton on that thing. And it was good tonight. Qualified fast time, won the dash. Won the main there, and I hate the motors tore up. Something happened there like 10 laps in. I know we got slow, but I do think we got a good piece now. We'll get the motor out of her and get her fixed and come on back.
Yeah, we'll kind of touch on that, is that you were running your 07 car, and this was your super car that you ran, and you guys swapped cars a couple of races ago. Kind of what was the decision behind that, and what have you guys had to work towards to make it go up front?
We just kind of got I wouldn't say struggling, but we wasn't running top three like we were. So group kind of voted to swap over. I said, as long as y'all help, I'll gladly help y'all get it done. And we swapped over, and I think it was a great decision. This new car seems pretty good. It's always been a headache, but we went to Gaffney the other night and tested for a long time and had speed at Gaffney. Cheese beat us there, and had speed again tonight. Kind of didn't do a whole lot to it, so we'll try it again. She's been good.
That's for sure. So now we got a week off, and then we prepare to go back to another honey hole of yours at Travelers Rest. And the only time we go there this year, how much are you looking forward to that one?
I love TR. I hadn't been there in a while, but it's always been pretty good to me. So hopefully we can keep that going up there.
And as we continue for the points championship here as well, and I believe it's just going to come right down to the wire, and just strictly who has the best consistency and who wins the races and things like that. So
the competition level this year it's unreal, man. Like you out running Cheeseburger and Kenny and Shirey and the Brown Boys, Yarborough. I could keep going. There's 24 cars. I'm gonna say 20 of them can win the race, any given time. So you liable to line up on the pole, you liable to be 15th before you know it. So.
And not change one thing from one week to the next, and then you end up back there. But go ahead and thank everybody that helps and supports this team.
I want to thank my wife and my grandpa, Teresa, Tommy, Lauren, Sean. They all work their butts off in the shop, all the week. And I'm gonna work them to death again, getting this motor out and getting it fixed. So definitely big shout out to them. Got to thank my parents. Got to thank Andy Lee. He does a ton for us. Thank Keith and Amanda Calvert, Joey Reynolds Trucking, Superior Roofing, Colin Signs, Base Fuels, Schaefer's Racing Oil, Upstate Curb, SRI, Swift Springs, Dawn at Ray City. Just everybody that helps us, man. We got a ton of sponsors, and it takes every one of them. So definitely thank everybody.
That's for sure. I'll add one more thing onto that, is that we've had a different champion every year, and it's looking to be that it's going to be that same way this year, of another new champion. So for you, the guys that have won it before, how cool would that be for you to be able to add your name to that list?
It'd be great, man. I hope we can do it. Like you said, the competition is crazy good, so we can come out on top there. That says we got a great team and great race car. So I'm glad we could pick up another win. That makes me feel better. these things are hard to win. So definitely glad we could pick up another one.
That's why it's racing, not riding.
Right.
That's for sure. So Dale Tim's a nice winner here at Harris Speedway.